Hey, money mavens! Welcome back to the Investing Iguana, your premier hub for everything about your money and how to multiply it. This is your ally, Iggy, ready to navigate you through the thrilling maze of personal finance. Today, we're going to plunge into a boiling hot topic which is making seismic waves in the financial sphere, the whopping 3.48% interest hike by GXS. You heard it right. GXS, the futuristic digital bank, fueled by the powerhouse duo of Grab and Singtel, has rolled out a staggering 3.48% annual interest rate on their savings account. Folks, that's no small change. It's one of the loftiest rates being offered in the market today, and is a golden opportunity for you if you're hunting for a lucrative avenue to stash your cash. But before we peel back the layers on this, a quick, intriguing question for you. Do you really know what interest is and why it's the invisible wizard driving your wealth? If you nodded in agreement, fantastic. But if you didn't, fret not. I've got your back, and I'll demystify it for you in the simplest of terms. Well, folks, let's dive into the nitty-gritty of what interest really is. You see, interest is nothing more than the money that you get or give away when you play the game of lending or borrowing. Say, for instance, you lend a buddy of yours $100, and he agrees to give you back $105 after a year. Well, that extra $5 you just made is interest. That's 5% of the initial amount you handed over. But, flip the coin, and if you're the one borrowing that $100, and after a year you pay back $105, then you just coughed up $5 in interest. Again, that's 5% of the original amount, but this time it's coming out of your pocket. In the financial world, we usually talk about interest as a yearly percentage, or per annum, PA for short. So, you might be wondering, why should you care about this interest thing? Well, my friends, interest is a game changer because it directly influences the size of your wallet at the end of the day. When you earn interest, your money's working for you, growing steadily over time. But when you pay interest, you're working for your money, and your funds are dwindling. The higher the interest rate, the quicker your money will grow or shrink. So, here's a pro tip from Iggy: always be on the lookout for ways to earn high interest when you're saving or investing your dough, and run for the hills when faced with high interest rates on your borrowings or expenditures. That's how you stay ahead in this financial game. So, how does GXS's 3.48% interest hike benefit us? Well, let me tell you 3 reasons why this is a great deal for savers like us. First of all, GXS's 3.48% interest rate is much higher than most other savings accounts in Singapore. According to moneysmart.sg, the average savings account interest rate in Singapore is only 0.05% PA, which is almost negligible. That means if you put $10,000 in a typical savings account for a year, you would only earn $5 in interest. That's barely enough to buy a cup of coffee. But if you put $10,000 in GXS's savings account for a year, you would earn $348 in interest. That's enough to buy a nice meal or even a new pair of shoes. Secondly, GXS's 3.48% interest rate is not only high, but also simple and straightforward. Unlike some other savings accounts that have complicated requirements and conditions to qualify for their bonus interest rates, such as maintaining a minimum balance, crediting your salary, spending on your credit card, investing in certain products, etc., GXS's 3.48% interest rate applies to every dollar in your savings account up to $75,000. There are no hidden fees or charges either. You don't need to do anything special or jump through any hoops to enjoy this amazing rate. Thirdly, GXS's 3.48% interest rate is not only high and simple, but also flexible and personalized. With GXS's savings account, you can create multiple saving pockets for different goals and purposes. For example, you can create a saving pocket for your emergency fund, another one for your travel fund, another one for your wedding fund, etc. You can name them whatever you want and tag them with photos that motivate you to save more. And the best part is that each saving pocket earns the same 3.48% interest rate as your main account. But wait, there's more. GXS also offers another unique feature that makes saving even more rewarding: daily interest crediting. Unlike most other savings accounts that credit your interest monthly or quarterly or yearly, GXS credits your interest daily. That means every day when you wake up, you will see your money grow by a little bit more than the day before. And because of the magic of compound interest, which is basically earning interest on your interest, your money will grow even faster over time. To illustrate this point, let me show you an example using some numbers. Let's say you have $10,000 in your GXS savings account on January 1st, 2023. Assuming no deposits or withdrawals, this is how much money you will have at the end of each month, with daily interest crediting versus monthly interest crediting. As you can see from the table, with daily interest crediting, you will end up with more money at the end of the year than with monthly interest crediting. In fact, you will earn an extra $28.45 in interest just by having your interest credited daily instead of monthly. That's not a lot of money, you might say. But remember, this is just 1 year and one account. Imagine if you have multiple saving pockets for different goals and purposes, and you keep saving for longer periods of time. The difference will become more significant and noticeable over time. If you invested the maximum possible amount of $75,000 in your GXS savings account on January 1st, 2023, assuming no deposits or withdrawals, you would have $77,823.38 by December 31st, 2023 at 3.48% daily interest. That means you would earn $2,823.38 in interest in 1 year, which is a pretty impressive return for a savings account. So there you have it, 3 reasons why we benefit from GXS's 3.48% interest hike. It's high, simple, and flexible. If you're interested in opening a GXS savings account and enjoying this amazing rate, you can sign up now on their website or app. Now, before you rush to open a GXS savings account and enjoy this amazing rate, there are some things that you should be aware of. Here are some of the limitations and drawbacks of the GXS savings account that you should consider. Account limit of 75,000 Singapore dollars. The GXS savings account is only taking in a maximum deposit of 75,000 Singapore dollars per account currently. This means that even if you have a lot of savings, you will only be able to enjoy the interest rate of 3.48% PA up to 75,000 Singapore dollars of deposits. Anything above that amount will not earn any interest at all. So, if you have more than 75,000 Singapore dollars in savings, you might want to look for other options to maximize your returns. Number 2, limited functions. Currently, as a newly launched digital bank, the functions that are available for customers are still fairly limited. For example, you will not be able to deposit or withdraw cash from your savings account through any ATM in Singapore. You will also not be able to set up gyro arrangements to debit funds from your account to pay for your bills. This means that you will have to rely on other methods such as bank transfers or Pay Now to move your money in and out of your GXS savings account. This might not be a big deal for some people, but it might be inconvenient for others who prefer more flexibility and convenience when it comes to managing their finances. The good news is that GXS is working hard to improve their services and features over time, so we can expect more functions and benefits to be added in the future. Number 3, is the GXS savings account safe? You might be wondering, is the GXS savings account safe? Can I trust this new digital bank with my hard-earned money? Well, the answer is yes. GXS holds a banking license issued by the Monetary Authority of Singapore. As shared earlier, it is backed by 2 names many of us are familiar with, Grab and Singtel. These are 2 established and reputable companies that have a strong presence and customer base in Southeast Asia. Also, all deposits in GXS will be fully covered by the Singapore Deposit Insurance Corporation, SDIC, up to 75,000 Singapore dollars per account. This means that in the unlikely event that GXS fails or goes bankrupt, you will still get back your money up to 75,000 Singapore dollars. So, you can rest assured that your money is safe and secure with GXS. And that's it for today's video. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button. It really helps us to understand what kind of content you want to see more of. And don't forget to subscribe. Here at the Investing Iguana, we're dedicated to helping you navigate your financial journey with confidence and clarity. And guess what? There's plenty more where this came from. Stay tuned for our upcoming videos, where we'll tackle other interesting financial topics like the best investment strategies, understanding the stock market, and how to make your money work harder for you. As always, we're thrilled to have you as part of our Investing Iguana community. Your support helps us keep producing free content like this. Remember, every like, share, and subscribe goes a long way. Thanks for joining us today. Keep investing, keep growing, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.